You're listening to the audio production of The Doubters Club, Good Faith Conversations with Skeptics, Atheists, and the Spiritually Wounded, by Preston Ulmer, published by Nav Press in alliance with Tyndale House Publishers. This book is read by the author. For my wife Lisa, you believed in me when I didn't believe in God. The one thing I have never doubted is your love for me. Introduction. Great minds do not think alike. Whether the questions are old or new, or angry varieties of either, we should be more engaging and less confrontational in our sharing of the good news. We must find new hinges upon which to swing open new doors. Randy Newman, Questioning Evangelism. In 1618, playwright de Bridgecourt-Belhar expressed an idea that has outlived the ancient English of its time. Good wits do jump, by which he meant what has become a cliché, great minds think alike. Since then, we've been playfully commending one another for sharing our thoughts and our opinions. I would dare say that celebrating the person who thinks and believes like us is far older than the 17th century. The ironic part of it all is that every one of us thinks we're right. When I was in seminary, I heard a quote that shared a similar idea. With conviction, my professor would often quote a famous philosopher by saying, "What monstrosities would walk the streets were some people's faces as unfinished as their minds?" The quote is a profound way of saying, if you aren't certain about everything you believe, you're a monster. After 2 master's degrees, years of pastoral ministry, and years of being an Uber driver, I couldn't disagree more. People who think about the complexities of life and are perplexed by belief in God are not monsters. Most people approach those who think differently than them with anxiety, frustration, and resistance, dismissive of their views, discouraged by their lack of faith. We've been trained by the cultural cliché that great minds think alike. We use this sort of rhetoric when it comes to categories like sports and our favorite restaurants, and we apply it by refusing to genuinely connect with the person we are inwardly condemning, mostly because connection and condemnation can't share the same space. In every society, there have always been people who are committed to connection in spite of differences. Poets, artists, and TED Talks teach us that great minds do not think alike. The people of the ancient Near East saw the mind as the seat of the emotions. It was what we call in American culture the heart. Great hearts feel differently. They process, think, remember, bleed, and heal in a multitude of ways. Jesus never calls those unlike him monsters for their unbelief. He brought unbelievers and religious Pharisees together to help them move toward the Father. Together. His tactics were different than ours. Jesus had a way of making the supposed monsters look beautiful. Few people have written about this as accurately as
Sample complete. Ready to continue?